Hello, this is Sonia from My Happy Space. Welcome back at my channel. I'm excited. I'm releasing my November printable, and it has lots of autumn vibes, lots of Thanksgiving vibe. Obviously, during the month of November, we are thinking of gratitude, giving thanks. And although it's spring here in South Africa, I can have autumn or fall through the whole year because it's absolutely my favorite time of the year. I love spring also here in South Africa. As I said in my devotional, this is my birthday month, so November is always a special month to me. But yeah, I don't mind thinking of fall even during my birthday month. So let me tell you about my new printable. The idea is it's going to be a 4-week devotional. So if you're feeling like you don't want to follow a prompt every day, you don't have time for it, it's too intense, this is a 4-week study. Every week we're going to think of a different attribute of God, and we're going to look through Psalm 136. And we're going to make a little mini tag book. So the idea is, I gave an example here. You make yourself however you like to have your little tag book. And then we're going to cut these things out. I'll show it obviously to you. Back it up, and then you can laminate it. You can put contact plastic over it. You can even do glossy accent over it. I'd love to see somebody do that. I was actually today in the shop and I almost had the glossy accents in my hand, but I just didn't know how often I'm going to use it, so I didn't want to buy it just for one time. So yeah, if somebody picks up this printable and you're doing it with glossy accent, please let me know how it's going to look. So yeah, what the idea is, as I said, you make your own little tag book, and these is little charms you can hang on your little tag book. So that was the idea behind that. This is sort of explanation how you do it, and this is example. But let's get to the devotional. It is, as I said, a mini little devotional. There's an intro, and I'm focusing on 4 aspects of God. He's good, he's great, he guides us, and he is gracious. And then, as I said, we are looking at Psalm 136, and we're working through it. I've got a little prompt for you also, what you can do in your little tag book. So when you put it together, you can journal in that. That's the idea. And then this is the base of the tag book. You can cut that out, and you can put a hole punch somewhere there in. We're going to do that in a minute. And then you're going to use it. I've got 4 templates, so you can obviously print out as many of them as you want, with different autumn leaves tucking behind and autumn flowers. Love how that turned out. And then I've got also the holes, not the whole, but the aspects we're looking at Psalm 36. These have the 4 attributes of God. So that is the base of your little booklet. Then I've got ephemera pieces, beautiful tags with the titles again on there, some templates where you can put some titles on there, and obviously some tabbies there at the top. And then I've got another tags which you can tuck in between it with the titles again, with these bursts of autumn flowers coming out. And then I've got some leaves. You want to add some leaves to your little tag book with flowers and acorns and things like that. And then I've got pattern paper. This is a full pattern paper. I just love this one. I didn't want to break it up. My favorite. Then I've got this wiggly plate or tartan paper, however you want to name it. Sort of, it looks almost like a blanket being woven. So I love that. And the blues and the pinks. And then I've got some sort of faded polka dots with some acorns. That is the pattern paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my little tag book together. This is obviously now in my Etsy shop and my Kofi account. Yet again, if I may ask you, if you decide to purchase it and it is convenient for you to go to my Kofi account and pick it up from there. As I said previously, that Etsy is ridiculous with their charges. But if it's too much effort for you and you can't do it, that's fine. Pick it up from Etsy. It's absolutely no problem. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to put this little booklet together, and then yeah, we hopefully it turns out very nice and give you some ideas how to put the booklet together. I'm going to put make little charms and maybe I'll put some material. My sewing machine is back to working, I think, so maybe add some fabric to it. So yeah, let's put this booklet together. I'm excited, and yeah, let's do it. Okay, I have cut everything out, all the tags, tags and all the ephemera pieces, the flowers and things, the small little charms. And then I've added some other charms. I think my friend Brenda sent me this. It looks to me like a Tim Holtz piece. This S also, I think she sent me also that. And then I've got my little Tim Holtz paper clips, which I can also use, which I bought myself in England. Outer tags, a little owl, which reminds me of fall. And then I obviously got these little charms which we'll make together in a minute. So first of all, what I want to do is I want to make a cover for this booklet. Okay, I'm going to do a voiceover and speed it up again because this video was a little bit too long. So basically, as I said, I want to make a cover for it. So I'm just checking to see which one of these little pages is the highest up with the flower, with the leaves. So I'm just going to make sure that my cover and my back of my little booklet is at least fitting on there. So I've realized actually if you turn the page horizontal, the A4 page, then that is exactly the right height, and then I've just made it a little bit like an inch or two on either side, so I have enough space, so it can be big enough. I'm just measuring it here for you. It's 4.5 inches, and obviously the length of a piece of A4 paper. So I'm just making front and back. I'm going to double it up. And what I've done wrong is I've put the hole punches in, and then afterwards I've decided to back it up on top of each other. So if you want to do something like that, just back these two papers on and glue it already on, and then put your hole punches and things in there. That makes it obviously easier. So now I want to give the booklet obviously a title, and I've decided to just use one of these labels. As I said, I could have not print anything out because my printer is broken, but I just had to use what's my stash. So I'm decorating the little leaves around it, but the whiteness somehow of the tag just bothered me. I wanted to make it a little bit more autumny and grungy, so you'll see me in a minute what I have end up doing. So what I decided is I decided to gut the label, and then first of all, use my small little alpha blocks, alpha block stamps that I bought in England. I made them loose, and so they can all be loose, and I've just put on there my Give Thanks little tag book. The way I got the label is just using my X-Acto knife and a foam pad and a ruler, and just take the whiteness out. And yeah, I think I like that a little bit more better. It looks a little bit more autumny. Yeah, I just like it better. So now I'm just going to put it on foam tape because I want to create a little bit of a height, because obviously I want to tuck the leaves underneath there. So yeah, I love how that turned out. Obviously you can decorate your little tag book just as you want. So now I'm just tucking all the leaves and things in there, starting with the sort of autumny, or not autumny, sort of very auburn color there at the one side, and then the yellow flower, and I make it tuck out a little bit. That is the good thing if you put foam tape on top of it, because then, or underneath something, then you can tuck things underneath and you can give it dimension. And now I'm starting at the bottom. I was contemplating, shall I do the bottom? But yeah, I'm glad I did the bottom. I like that it's sort of surrounded by this tag, all these leaves and flowers. Okay, so this is how it looks now, and as I said, I'm going to put my hole punches in now with my crocodile, and just measuring, thinking where I'm going to do it. In hindsight, unfortunately I should have moved that label a little bit up, so I had to squeeze it underneath there, but at the end I don't think it is such an obstacle when I put the rings in, but it would have been better to do it. So I'm just using some of these reinforcements with my crocodile. Thank you very much, Brenda. I still love it. I'm so thankful for it. It's absolutely amazing. So I'm just using some rings. I'm going to actually change it later for smaller rings because it didn't need it to be so big. Now I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do this little tag book. I'm going to put it on top of each other and just filling everything in this tag book, and I'll give you a flip through in a minute. Okay, so what I've done is put the booklet together, the front, and I made exactly the same at the back also. Now I've got obviously these individual cards, but what I don't like the whiteness of this. So if you can think of a way that you can flip it, mirror, like the mirror image of it, then you can print it like that. So what I'm going to take is I'm going to take each one off and I'm going to decorate it. So I'm just taking this one off. I'm just going to put it down there. So all I want to just put a piece of pattern paper on it, glue it on it. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think what even would have been better is if you just print these booklets on or these cards on just normal pattern paper at the back. You don't have to do all this. I didn't really thought ahead. So, okay, so that's that. And then I just want to decorate it. I've got these little cute little envelopes, which I think will look nice. Might be a bit too big. Try these little envelopes, they look better. So now I can just maybe put something on there. Some of these flowers, or even one of these. I brought this lace and things out because I thought that would look so nice with all of this. So maybe I can put that on there at the bottom. And put something like that with it. And then I'm going to connect it with a cute little Tim Holtz paper clip. I can put even a little dangle on there later. So I love how that looks. Let's do one more. Let's just bring this back here. Okay, and I've got this. What I can do here is maybe put something like this here. What about putting a label like that there? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of these and sort of decorate it like that. And then I'll show you how it looks at the end. Okay, I'm sort of done. I might do a little bit later. But what I've done is basically just put the little tabbies at the sides. The back of this with pattern paper. I put a little seed packet envelope there with one of the Tim Holtz little paper clips and decorate a little bit. I can't remember if we've done that in video, and put the ribbon on, or the lace. This card, I've just done some decorating there with a label, more decorating, or actually it's a little tuck spot. And I still need to put a little ribbon there. Back that up also with a little decorating there with leaves and washi tape. I've used this beautiful autumn type of washi tape, which I picked up the other day. Very happy to do that. So I did that there. At the back there, I've just put a piece of paper and some of this ribbon. Back there, some washi tape, these various washi tapes. Just put a journaling card there with some washi tape and also some of the lace. Put some pom-poms there at the back. And then I use these stamps. My friend from South Africa, I think she gave me this rubber stamps. it's not very good impression, but I think maybe the stress oxide ink is not the best ink to stamp with. I've just done this roasted chestnut and I've done this forest moss. I thought will look nice. And here I've just made a little collage with some washi tape. Love this washi tape. Made a tabby there. Put another journaling card there. And made a little collage there. Yet again put a little envelope there with stamps and washi tape and a Tim Holtz paper clip. Tabby there. Took some ribbon there. I might put a journaling card later there if I want to journal. You can obviously print as many as you want of these, and then you can just do your journaling in there, on there. You can do some journaling and there, and that's the end. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make these little charms. So I've cut them out already. So basically, as I said, what you need to do is you need to back them up. I've made them the mirror image. So, and then as I said, you can laminate it if you've got a laminating machine. You can just put some contact tape over it. What I'm going to do with that, I'm just going to put some contact tape over it. Yeah, problem with art glitter glue is if it's on, it's on. I didn't put it very straight on now, but it's fine. Nobody will be able to see it from far. So, or you can put glossy accent on it, or you can just leave it like that. It is. If you print it out on firm cardstock, then you don't have to worry about it. So, okay, I've got just this normal contact paper which you wrap books with. So I've cut a piece off. So obviously needs to get it off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it on there. And then I'm just going to cut it off, piece here. And then I'm just going to turn it around and stick it on there again. Okay, so you fold it over there. Obviously it's going to look much probably nicer if you laminate it. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to press it nice and neat so it can be nice and flat and secure. And then I'll cut it out. Obviously close as possible to the edge, but if you see there's a little, almost like when you laminate it, there's a little edge, so I'll just go like this. Doesn't, I mean, the idea is not going to last for a lifetime. It just needs to last for a bit. What we can do now is I've got my little, all my things. I've put the holes in there also. So I think the best and the easiest way to do it is I've got this hole, which I think the thinner you go, the better. So I'm just going to take a long piece. I can always cut it shorter. So I'm going to fold it on top of each other, put it through there and loop it through here so it's nice and secure. So yeah, I'm definitely going to cut some off. So now I'm going to thread through. I'm going to start with the first one. Obviously I'm going to decide what I want first. Maybe I want that first. So it's going to be, it's mine, because my wool is a little bit thicker, it is a little bit difficult to get through there, but it's not impossible. So when you thread it through, you just can make a knot at the top there, so it's hanging there. Now obviously I'm going to do something here. Maybe I will use this one. It's good to just keep it next to you so you can just see how far it's going to be. So I'm just going to do that. Okay. So now I want something more colorful. Maybe, okay, maybe I'll do the yellow. Okay, before I finish it off, I'm going to go on to the next one. So now, obviously, I want it maybe a little bit higher. Maybe the little acorns. Okay. Now I want something there. I think I'm going to take the nice and bright one. Okay. Now I'm going to think of, I think I'm going to put that at the bottom. Okay, so this is how it looks now. What I've done is at the bottom, I've just made a double knot to obviously make it secure that it doesn't fall out, and you can even put some glue on there. I've decided to put this beautiful lace also around there just to make it a little bit more fluffy and fuller. I think in hindsight, if you could have even put some more charms on there. But yeah, you can always do that. Now what I've done is I've made some pockets in the inside and the outside of the booklet, and I've cut the devotional up in the different days it is. And I'm going to put half of it in the front and half of it in the back. So I've got it with me. That's, yeah, if you want to do it in a different way, that's also good. But yeah, I just thought it would be nice to have everything together. And then I've got this cute little puffy stickers from Rosie Design. And I decided I want to put that on there because the colors actually work perfectly and the leaves and everything works perfectly together. So I've just decided to put a small little cluster there of the leaves. Yeah, I love puffy stickers. It's absolutely my favorite. And if it wasn't for Rosie Design Studio, I would have never had puffy stickers ever. So I'm just thought put a little fox over there. Just different places. Another leaf there. It's all these small little touches that makes a booklet cute and makes it fun to work in. Really loving putting this together. It was really lots of fun. I can even add more things, charms and things later. There you go. So yeah, that's very cute. I love it. So I hope you're inspired making your own little give thanks little tag book. And yeah, thank you very much for seeing how I put it together. Remember, all the details is down below if you want to pick it up. If you want to go to my Kofi account, it's there. And if you want to go to my Etsy account, that's also there. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like it. I hope you're inspired. And yeah, you must have a fantastic week. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'd really appreciate it. And have a great day. Bye-bye.